Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hope guys you all will be fine. Kindly subscribe my channel and like my all videos. In the yesterday lecture I will tell you about the plant nutrients. I am back with a lot of new knowledge and with a lot of new researches. Today I will tell you about the further plant nutrients. Just first recall the plant nutrients is the study of the chemical elements and compound necessary for the plant growth and reproduction, plant metabolism and their external supply. Today we are starting with the calcium, and we can absorb the calcium from the soil. It's a macronutrient. It can be absorbed from the soil in the form of the calcium ion, and the calcium ion are indicating that Ca plus 2. Now the functions of the calcium in the plant, it stimulates the ammonium absorption in the form of the calcium peptide responsible for holding together the cell wall of the plant, important in the gut cell's physiology, especially in the stomata closure, used activates certain enzymes and signals that coordinate certain cellular activities. Deficiencies. Now what we will face in the plant if we will having the deficiency of the calcium, first is that the young leaves and fruit display calcium deficiency first. As we will study about the first other macronutrients, in these nutrients that the deficiency originated from the olders, then it will move toward the youngsters. So it will move from old to the young. The deficiency first appear in the old ones, but in the calcium it is opposite. It is appeared in the young leaves and fruits. Deficiency appears first. Blossom and root of the tomato. In the classic case of the calcium deficiency, yellow-brown spots surrounded by the sharp brown outline edges. Toxicity. If we will face the increase in the calcium component, what we will face really occurs. High levels of the calcium can compete with magnesium and phosphate uptake, causing their deficiency. Here we having the some leaves which is showing that it having the calcium deficiency. Look at the leaves, it having the brown spots, it having the yellow spots at the edge of the leaves, at the center of the leaves we having two kinds of leaf. And look at this, that it is appear first on the youngsters, then it will move toward the old. Having the look at here, having the fruits, it having the calcium deficiency. Now the next nutrient, that is magnesium. Magnesium is also a macronutrient. It is present in the soil. It is absorbed in the form of magnesium ion. In the calcium is immobile nutrient because it is appears first in the youngsters. If the nutrients which are mobile, it will appears in the older, then it will move toward the others. So calcium is the immobile nutrient while the magnesium is the highly mobile nutrient. It is appear on the older leaves first, or then it will move to others. Function: chlorophyll formation, synthesis of ammonium, amino acid and cell protein, resistance to unfavorable factors, vitamin A and C concentration. Deficiency: if we face the deficiency of the magnesium, what will happen? The deficiency are not common. Yellowing between the leaf vein, sometimes with the reddish brown thin. Earlier leaf falls. Toxicity: if we will face the high level of the calcium, what we will face, that is magnesium toxicity, are rare and not generally exhibited visibly. If we will face high level of the calcium, it will be rare and not be exhibited visibly. Here we having the low calcium. Look, this part having the low calcium in the leaf, and here we having the moderate calcium in the leaf. Now the last macronutrient, that is sulfur. Sulfur is also a macronutrient. It is present in the soil, essential for the growth and development of all crops, absorbed through the roots in the form of sulfate. Immobile nutrient, as the calcium, sulfur is also immobile nutrients. This mobility and immobility of the nutrients depends on in the plant, not from the soil to the plant. It is depend in the plant, it is mobile or it is immobile. If we will study about the mobility of the nutrients from the soil to the plant, in that purposes we having facing the calcium, phosphorus and sulfur, three nutrients are immobile. But inside the plant, the mobility and immobile nutrients are sulfur and calcium, while the phosphorus are mobile nutrient inside the plant. Now, functions of the sulfur we are having formation of the chlorophyll, production of the protein, synthesis of the oil in the oil seeds, activation of enzymes. Deficiency: if we face the deficiency of the sulfur in the plant, the yellowing the entire including the vein, usually starting with the younger leaves. Leaves tips may yellow and curl down. If we having the immobile nutrients, that it deficiency will appear in the youngers first. The leaf tips may yellow and curls down. Toxicity: having the high concentration of the sulfur, what we will face, the leaf size will be reduced. Overall growth will be stunted and leaf yellow or scot at the end. Here you can face the deficiency of the sulfur in this plant of the part, and here we are having the yellow in the leaves. Here having some examples, it is the sulfur rich component, and here we having the sulfur less component as well. Look at here, having the stunted growth, sulfur deficiency, the color of the leaf is changed. Thank you. Kindly subscribe my channel and like my all videos.